Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. My name is Tamira Hamilton, content marketing strategist and coach. And today we are going to talk about, does size matter? So I'm going to give a few minutes. Again, this is unannounced because it's summer. And in summer, we don't know, because we are too busy enjoying summer in order to be, announcing lives in that. So come on in, and let's get this shared out, please. I'm going to share it. I ask that you share it, and we are going to answer the question. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Beauty. We are going to talk about, does size matter when it comes to your audience, when it comes to marketing and putting your message out there. Hi, Katie. I actually meant to put lashes on today, and I went upstairs and got sidetracked, and there's a little of the toothpaste. And I did not, I forgot to put the lashes on. But, my mascara and the lashes are popping. Now you can see all them lines and stuff that I really try to hide underneath my, that I really try to hide. Hey, Erica. So, Erica, you got to inbox me. I want to know, how did the wedding and the makeup go? It sounds like everything went well, and I didn't hear from you. So, I'm assuming you were able to get that contour on point without me. I think it's so sweet that she had you walk her down the aisle. So come on in, let's get the shirt out. We're going to talk about, does size matter? Okay, so come on in, let us know where you are coming from, your name and state, or city and state. Love to give shout outs. If you're watching the replay, throw up a hashtag replay in the comments. Thanks, Katie girl. I always put this extra stuff on my lips so they are really glossy, but it feels like it builds up. I don't like that so much. So anywho, does size matter? So if you're building a business of any kind, can you drop a 1 in the comments? Because part of being, I think, an American is we just really have this whole bigger is better mentality, right? Was talking to somebody from Texas, and they were saying that whole thing, everything's bigger in Texas, right? They let Nikki and Racine, oh, good, girl, so I didn't have to stress you out. Oh, no worries. I was like, I wonder when is it? And then I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, she must have gotten it going. So Sarah Beck is building a business because I'm glossy. Yeah, girl, it's Friday. Hey, Jojo. Hey, Joe Borelli. So back to what I was saying, because I get so easily distracted. So, we as Americans tend to think everything bigger is better, right? Bigger value meals with, the biggest size soda, the biggest burger, the biggest order of fries. We like everything big, right? And, there's a whole state where everything's bigger in Texas, right? You go to other countries and their portion sizes are a lot smaller than here in America. So we really embrace this bigger is better. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Brucey Bruce. She feels she's not getting bigger because of her size. Wow. She's in Texas, just landed her first nurse job. Super size. Yeah, I remember that documentary. Super size me. So we have this whole mentality that bigger is better. And I think that kind of works against us when we start and we own a business, especially a small business, because we feel like we can't do some of the things that we see other companies do, or our budget isn't big enough. Give me some love in the comments if you agree. If you're, hey, if you've ever felt some of these things. Well, my ad budget isn't big enough. I don't have a big enough inventory. This isn't big enough. That isn't big enough. Am I the only one? Sorry, y'all. That was bothering me. I had to fix that. Okay. So bigger, we have this mentality that bigger is better, right? We think we have to have a huge following. I remember back in the day, like 2013, 2014, that's all I was concerned with was when my audience gets to this size, then the magic is going to happen, right? But the real magic was in the process of getting to my first 10,000 followers on Instagram. The real magic was in the process to getting to 2,000 likes on my Facebook business page, right? I actually, guys, there are certain pieces of my business that I've chosen to stop growing. That's completely unbelievable to a lot of people, especially coming from a corporate background where everything is about bigger, 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 bigger. Whatever your goal was last year, it needs to be bigger this year. Whatever you produced last year, you need to produce more this year. So I'm going to give you some examples where I've chosen not to go bigger. I chose not to go bigger with my Facebook business page. I've let it sit at around 12,000 followers. I know other people have grown theirs to 100,000 or whatever. But because Facebook changed their strategy and you have to pay to play on that business page, I did decide to focus my attention more on my personal page where you all are watching this live video right now. Hello, beautiful. So that's one example. My Facebook VIP group. It's a VIP group, y'all. So how VIP is it going to be if I let it grow to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000? There's a lot that goes into managing a large VIP group as it is with almost 2,000. There's a lot that goes into it when you get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, right? And you have to take kind of a different strategy. But what was important to me was how that group felt. Did it feel intimate? Did it feel like you got to know me? Did it feel like you were in a relationship with me? And my thought and my concern was that if I took it to a larger size for my VIP group, some of that would be lost, and I didn't want that to be lost. So my goal has been to keep it at no more than about 2,000. I probably would go up to 24, 2,500, but so far I'm cool. The social media queen. Thank you, Sarah. I would love for you to do a live on pages versus groups. Ooh, that's a good topic. Thank you, Katie. I love when you guys ask me for certain topics. We certainly can do that. Oh, I use this lip topper and it really, it does give a lot of nice shine, but when I talk a lot, the build up, I don't like that. So, anywho, so I'm here to tell you bigger is not always better. There is an advantage to you being smaller that you do not realize, okay? There was a big debate on one of the big, speaking of social media queen or king, hey girl, hey Chastity, earlier this week about, network marketing, MLM, direct sales, and whether or not Amazon was really destroying that business model. And my philosophy has always been this: your customer, your potential teammate is looking at you first. They're building a relationship with you, and that is not something that they can get with Amazon, okay? I remember years ago, I bought something from Amazon and had a problem with it, and I could not figure out how to even get in contact with them to get the problem fixed, okay? Same with some other online retailers, and what wound up happening was I was able to finally figure out how to get in contact with Amazon, and it was something where you dialed in and then they called you back, but it really wasn't even a person who called you back. It was a machine. You are the face of your business. You are you, and that is your superpower. That is the strength of your business, and that is what sets you apart from the Amazons, from the big companies. And I'm not picking on Amazon because I actually have a lot of respect for them, their business model, and Jeff Bezos. Not saying they're perfect, not saying they're the enemy either. Okay? Hey, Val. So I want you to understand, say it with me, bigger is not always better, okay? This idea, and I did a live on this a few weeks ago about, do, have, be, versus have, do, be, okay? So a lot of times we think, okay, when I'll give a non-business example, right? Like with my children, it was like, okay, when she starts to crawl, it's going to get easier, right? When she starts to walk, it's going to get easier. When she can talk, it's going to get easier. When she can do this, it's going to get easier. When she goes to school, it's going to get easier. When she starts to drive, it's going to get easier. And I'm here to tell you, my girls are 27 and 21, and now there's a 4-year-old grandson. It does not get easier. You don't worry any less, okay? And so it's the same thing with your business. Stop thinking that you have to have certain things in order to be able to do what it is that you want to do. So if you want to take a course, for example, create the money and go take the course. But don't put the course off because, oh, I don't have the money, right? Because first of all, business owners figure it out. We figure out how to get the money, right? And so we create the money and then we go get what it is that we need so that we can become and be who it is that we want to be, okay? If you want to recruit higher end people into your team, you have to become that higher end person. And guess what? It's not about how much money they have or don't have. It's about what character traits, about their integrity, about their time management. And that's what you have to focus on and becoming that kind of person. And then you will attract exactly who it is that you want to you. Okay, so let me know in the comments with a smiley face if you would like to bring, really ambitious and successful people into your team. Okay, you have to study them. You have to learn what it is about them that makes them successful and ambitious. And then you have to mirror that activity. You have to mirror those behaviors until they become your habits and you become disciplined. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to go elephant hunt. And one of these days, I'm going to bag me an elephant, and that's going to be the end of it. And then next thing you know, I'm going to be a millionaire. It does not work like that, okay? It does not, right? One of the things I say when I opened up and I decided, hey, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to let people know exactly how I built my business, right? And I'm going to pull back the curtain because I'm very, hey, boo, I won't say private, but I'm very guarded because I have had people steal things from me, okay? So I'm very guarded and very strategic in the things that I do. Plus, I've learned a lot over over my 26 years of sales, marketing, corporate, and 44, almost 45 years of life experience, right? And so I decided this summer, it's really been put on my heart. There's a whole lot that's been going on behind the scenes that y'all don't even know about. A lot of inner working and internal stuff between me and God that has been going on for some time. And I was told it's time to start telling my story, no holding back and sharing with people how I have gotten to where I am. And let me tell you, I was one of those people. I was like, I'm not going to tell my story until I get here. I'm not going to tell my story until I've achieved this and I've done this. And God said, no, boo, it's time now. It's time for you to start talking now. It's time for you to start sharing now. And so that's why you hear more about these posts about what I experienced in all of my career, including corporate America, including life after corporate America, right? Because here's what will happen. Certain themes will continue to play in your life until you actually just sit down and you look that theme dead in the eye and you go at it. Okay, certain themes will just keep playing. And there's this one theme that I'm looking dead in the eye right now. And I'm saying enough is enough. I'm not going through this anymore. Okay. And so that's why I'm stepping out on my faith and I am pulling back the curtain and sharing everything that I know with the people who are willing to be a part of the challenge. Okay. But I was one of those people. I promise you, I was like, hey, nephew, kisses back to you. My nephew Steven is on here. They love their auntie and their auntie loves them. So I was one of those people where it's like, I'm not there yet. It's not time for me to tell my story. And the fact is, how many people am I hurting and leaving behind because I'm not telling my story now? Just because I'm not there. You'll have your, Sarah's like, you're the social media queen. And thank you for calling you that. I know you do, baby. I love you too. So I've worked hard to earn that title, right? Are there people out there with bigger followings? Are there people out there who have created larger businesses and, made a whole lot more money? Absolutely. But my walk is not their walk. My journey is not their journey. So comparison is the thief of joy. So it's not for me to sit here and compare myself to them. And it's also not for me to hold myself back from helping the next person and not telling my story because I'm too busy worrying about what this person is doing and whether my story matches up or adds up to theirs or not, because they'll get their piece of the pie and they'll get their moment of glory, and they want to shoot down everybody else. Well, you can't take training from this person or that person because they're not at the top this, or they haven't earned that. And let me tell you, don't worry about that, right? Because here's another secret. A lot of people in certain positions, and they will tell you that they're opening the curtain, and they have not opened the entire curtain. There are secrets that they are not telling you about the leads that they've purchased and other programs and things that they have even been privileged to or given, right? I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know if you're aware of that, but a lot of people who achieve really high levels of success, yes, I'm not taking anything away from them. A lot of them work really, really hard, right? And they deserve whatever break it is that they got, but you can't get to the point that you forget that you were given that break. Okay. And because you forget that you were given that break, then you start shitting all over the little guy, and that's not cool. Right. So I am always gonna be for the underdog, right? Because I was born an underdog. I was actually even put in positions in corporate America as the underdog, and they didn't even think that I was going to make it. They put me there intentionally thinking that it would make me sink, and I rose to the occasion. So I'm always going to be for the underdog, okay? So if you want to grow, and you should want to grow, you can manage that growth. You can still shoot big. You can still shoot for the stars, but you need a plan, you need a strategy, and you need a coach. So why not join us for group coaching beginning September 1st for Influence Booster, 30 days of intense training where I pull back the curtain and share with you everything that I have learned and done over the last 5 years. And I should stop saying everything, because it's a good chunk. There's no way for me to show you everything in just 30 days, but it's the main things that I think will help you grow. Okay. The main things that I know that if you apply them, and you apply them consistently for 60 or 90 days, your business is going to look completely different in 6 months. You'll go from your friends and family being your biggest haters to them being your biggest supporters. They might not get it. They might not join you. And that's okay. But they at least will understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, to the point that they will help you by sending you other people, by sharing your content. Okay. So that's a huge win for a lot of people right there, is to go from, because that's the biggest burden in their life, in their business, is that resistance with them and their friends and family because they don't get it. And by the end of the 30 days, they're going to get it, and they're going to be a lot more supportive of you. Okay. So you'll also just transform your business, because you'll know who it is that you serve. You'll be able to define your niche and your message to them, so that when they are scrolling, they stop the scroll and they know that you are talking directly to them. Okay. You'll understand the full sales cycle, that you don't just put up a post and all of a sudden people are joining your team and they're buying product from you. You'll understand that it can take up to 24 months. And in that 24 months that you need to be patient, but you need to be working. Okay. And you know exactly what work you need to do, where, how, and why. Okay. So join us. I'm going to put this in the comments for Influence Booster beginning September 1st. I brought back Early Bird. Early Bird is $97 for the 30 days, and it is good through next Friday. So you got 2 paydays to get it in. You will make your money back so many times over. Okay. This is not just buy it and then you put it away. You are going to become better. You are going to have more skill set. And guess what? You know what I feel about skill set. It can't be taken away from you, and you can monetize it. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you all in Influence Booster. Make sure, because the waiting list and the class is already at about half of what we did of how many people we had for, what is it, August. So it's going to be a bigger class this time. And so at some point I'm going to have to cut it off. So get your seat ASAP, get in while you can with the Influence Booster. early bird pricing of $97 because it will go up to $147 after next Friday. All right. So thank you guys and have a great weekend. I'll chat with you soon.